Hey everybody, one of the best things of creating custom audience is that you are able to ask Facebook to bring you similar audience, which we call lookalike audience. Let's get back a bit on how you get the traffic. So in the beginning, you're running ads to the general audience on Facebook, right? Facebook has a large pool of audience and you run ads to your offer, and after a while, you know that there is a certain type of people who are interested in your offer, right? Which in this example is the guys with this little square here. So this is your audience that are interested with your niche or with your product. Now you can create custom audience, right? For example, these are the people who visit your website or view your content or maybe watch your video. Okay, you know how to create custom audience out of them. And then you can ask Facebook to create lookalike audience based on your custom audience. Right, then Facebook would try to find audience that are similar to your custom audience, right? You see, Facebook can actually find a group of people with a little square here. Of course, the more data in your custom audience, the better lookalike audience Facebook can create for you. For example, 5,000 custom audience is better than 100 custom audience as a source for creating lookalike audience. Over time, the more people you bring into your custom audience and the more this number is accumulated, it will update the lookalike audience that are using the same source here. So the longer you run traffic to your website or to your offer, the better quality of the lookalike audience you can have here. Now guess what? After you have a good quality of lookalike audience created for you, next you can bring in new traffic from the lookalike audience here instead of from general audience, right? Because this lookalike audience contains a group of people who are more related to your niche or to your offer. And then you bring in traffic from the lookalike audience to your custom audience, and the more it updates, the better lookalike audience it creates. So you see, it's like a virtuous cycle. That's why I say that if you focus on one niche, by doing this, getting relevant traffic to your website will be getting easier and easier. Alright, now let's take a look at how we can create a lookalike audience on Facebook. So you create audience, lookalike audience. And then this is the source of your custom audience. It can be a page as well, or it can be a conversion tracking pixel. Right? For example, I have the visitors to my offer here. Right? And you choose the country. Now here you can select the audience size, whether you want it to be 1% of the population of the country that you selected, or you want it to be 10%, right? So the less the number here, the more similar your audience will be. So to the left side, this is a similarity, and to the right side, this is the reach. I suggest you to start with 1% because it makes sense, right? We want to find people who are the most relevant to our offer. If your 1% lookalike audience works well, you can always go with the next one, 2%, 3%, and so on, right? Or you can also use the show advance here to create several custom audience at the same time, right? By doing this, you will create 3 custom audience from 1% and then 1 to 2% and 2 to 3%, all right? Then when you run ads, you can target the lookalike audience here. So this is the way to do it. You can select your lookalike audience in custom audience here. All right? You usually don't need to tune in the targeting, just leave it as it is because we assume that Facebook has done the job for us. But of course, it still depends on the quality of your custom audience. If the size of your custom audience as the source is not that big yet, then you might need to tune in the targeting. For example, you can add with additional interest targeting here. But if your source of the custom audience is like 5,000, 10,000, then I think it will be a good source already for the lookalike, and you don't need to do any more detailed targeting here.